All right, so welcome to another video. In this episode, we're going to take a look at AMD. Now, this thing has been on a tear and it's been doing quite well, but the last few days, a little bit down. So we're going to go ahead and see what the hell is happening to AMD. And here's my little thoughts on technical analysis, prediction, and what could happen, and some things for you to consider as you watch this company. So let's look at some of the movers and shakers. So AMD down about $1 right now. Intel, 44 cents. Nvidia still holding steady, big boy there. And then you've got some other ones. Looking at some of the big players, or a ton of them, we've got Meta down, so you can see, hey, some things are down, some things are up. So it's kind of like a sideways market here for the time being. So when we go ahead and start checking things out here on AMD, we can see we've got a little bit of a pullback here recently, so that hasn't been that great. It's been a little bit of a problem, you could say, but overall news-wise, things have been pretty good. I mean, look, stock pops, but retreating a little bit, but is this the new technology? I will say all the new computers that I've got, AMD full all the way. I used to use Intel back in the day, 10 years back, but now the last 3 to 5 years, we've been just doing AMD chips. They just better performance for the value, for the bang, for the buck. Intel's got some stability on some cases. Anyway, when I used to do graphic design, that is, I used to do more on the Intel side. Anyway, so here, support trend-wise, we're still doing quite well. Like if you look at the trend, it's been holding up quite nicely. You also have got some good volume here that's picking up, that's bullish. So overall, this thing's doing well. We've been grinding up, and then we had this recent pullback, and now we've got this movement to the upside. So this is on a weekly chart. Now, if you're panicking about this last little move right here, this little bit, then you're probably trading too big, too much, too soon, too fast. You're probably putting too much money all in one spot, and now it's pulling back against you. So instead, the better objective is start to spread your money in different zones, different areas, different time frames. But overall, nevertheless, like this thing's hitting 1, 2, 3 spots, and it's still doing fine. Now, it could pull back to this level and still bounce, and it still be healthy. That's the big thing, is it still would be healthy. And if that's the case, you could say, hey, it could be a nice, massive buying opportunity, as long as that trend line holds. So this is kind of one thing to watch. But I totally get it. There is some selling pressure that's coming in right here recently. You also got this gap right here that's now being filled. And some volume is picking up. And when you look at that, that could be in comparison to Nvidia. Some of the money could be coming out of there to come into here. And in that case, that could be one of the reasons. But remember, in trading, there's not just one single reason. Everybody's looking for the why. But the reality is there's a ton of reasons of why. Look, news all over the place, all the time. So you might be buying it for your grandkids. Somebody else is buying it because they like the stock. Somebody else is trying to make a few bucks. So the reasons, it's not really that relevant. The point being is everybody's got a different reasons of why they're buying it. In your case, by the way, let me know, what's your reason? So post a comment down below. Tell me, why do you like this stock, or why do you not like this stock? And just mention it below and we can check it out later on. Anyway, so from overall, this stock's doing quite well, quite healthy. If you look from 2016, I mean, it's been doing well. You did have this recent pullback, and now it could be moving forward. You've got an A to B, B to C, possible C to D pattern here that could also be forming on that technical side. That's on the longer term. But you do have those similar kind of patterns as well that's happening here, like wave cycles, and this could be just a normal one to come back to the 100 where it could bounce. So that's what I would watch is, hey, can it come back and hold the 100? Is it just kind of a normal pullback? And I think it is for the time being. If this support, like you see these little levels right there, if those get broken, that could be a problem. The other problem, if the 100 gets broken, you can see how it's kind of coming right into that zone. So that could also be a problem. Those are the things to watch. Those are the things to be a little bit more careful about. And other than that, stock looks good. So anyways, truly appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much. Have a great day and rest of the week ahead. And I will see you in the next one.